In the Kpop Demon Hunters songs I've done so far, I've been extremely surprised at the vast variety in each one of these. Not only is the songwriting and production amazing, but they're not repeating themselves. And I really have no other context for this one because everyone has been so different. But this was the next one that everybody said I had to listen to, so I'm anxious to figure out why. Ah, yes.
Keeping you in check, keeping you obsessed. Play me.
Okay.
Keeping you in check, keeping you obsessed. Play me on repeat, good up she in your head. Anytime it hurts, play another verse. I can be a sanctuary. No.
I was really concerned hearing that first line that it was going to be a really ratcheted down tuning thing, but I should know better. And there is tuning on his voice, but I'm interested to hear where this goes because on the other songs I've reviewed, there was definitely tuning on those vocals as well. But for me, anyway, it didn't get in the way of analyzing and appreciating the vocalist's approach.
Keeping you in check, keeping you obsessed. Play me on repeat, good up she in your head. Anytime it hurts, play another verse. I can be a sanctuary. No, I'm the only one right now.
Okay, that's cool right there.
I can be a sanctuary. No, I'm the only one right now.
There's lots going on in that one line. He's up in his head voice, and then he transitions down to his chest voice. Head voice, chest voice, without a break, and then he goes back up and accentuates the vocal break. Accentuate. So
play me on repeat, good up she in your head. Anytime it hurts, play another verse. I can be a sanctuary. No, I'm the only one right.
No. Head voice. No, I'm. No break. It's not no, I'm. But then, on only one, listen to what happens.
Another verse. I can be a sanctuary. No, I'm the only one right now.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one. We hear a bit more of a separation between those two voices. And this kind of strategic articulation is really key to why, as listeners, we enjoy the expressiveness out of these vocals. There's nothing happening that is monotone or boring or static.
Sanctuary. No, I'm the only one right now. I won't love you more when it all burns down.
Hear it there too. When it all burns down. He can hit those notes in chest voice, I'm sure. When it all, like that. But he's choosing to make it this sort of subdued, when it all. And he's also breathy up there in his head voice. So many singers use head voice as a way to, oh, well, I can't hit that note in full voice, so I'm going to just have to hit it in head voice or falsetto. He's using it as a tool for expression. Great vocalist.
No, I'm the only one right now. I won't love you more when it all burns down. More than power, more than gold. Yeah, you gave me your heart, now I'm here for your soul. I'm the only one who'll love your sins.
Now, let me see here. We've got...
I'm the only more than gold. Yeah, you gave me your heart, now I'm here for your soul. I'm the only one who'll love your sins.
So we've got another vocalist, at least visually, that's what they're suggesting here. And like I did with Golden, I'm not going to make a delineation as to which vocalist we're hearing or anything like that. I'm really exploring vocal textures and really ideas. But knowing that we're likely dealing with multiple vocalists taking their turns in this track is helping me with my analysis.
I'm the only one who'll love your sins. Feel the way my voice gets underneath your skin. Listen.
There's another interpretation of how you could use your head voice in such a neat, artistic way.
Voice gets underneath your skin. Listen.
Underneath your skin! Underneath your skin! Don't even worry about singing it if you're trying to put this stuff in your voice. Just think about the different ways you're using your registration. And that's really what you'd have to do in order to get a line like that in your voice anyway.
Voice gets underneath your skin.
Underneath your skin! That's actually really difficult for me because skin is so close to skin, a note that I'd want to try to hit in my chest voice. So you have to be really free and let go of your voice a little bit to let it work in between these registrations in such a natural way like we hear happening.
Feel the way my voice gets underneath your skin. Listen, cause I'm preaching to the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher? Give me your desire. I can be the star you rely on. Never go to chair, you can't look away.
Okay, we are hearing a male voice do what I talked about in Golden with those amazing female voices, where as they go higher, yes, they're using their head voice earlier in the song, like I've pointed out, but there's this thing happening here where they're thinning out their voice to go higher, not reaching or straining for these notes. The notes are getting lighter as you have this perception of there still being a lot of oomph and power to the notes. I'm excited to hear where they go with this.
Never go to chair, you can't look away. Don't you know I'm here to save you? Now we running wild.
Okay, listen to the transitions in Save You, for example.
Don't you know I'm here to save you?
Save is clearly in chest voice, but then you, and he opens up into his head voice in a beautiful way, but there's this transitionary area where it's not either. It's a mix.
Don't you know I'm here to save you?
Not save you. Also not save you. It's a calculated weight transfer and handoff and blending between the two registers that comes from this ugly sound. Cry, cry, rah, rah. Once that's tamed and shaped through discipline and exercises, you can create a unified range, even in a male voice.
Don't you know I'm here to save you?
Save you. Oh. Now, I'm intentionally not trying to go for the exact notes that he went for because I'm trying to be playful and loose with my voice. Trying to do exactly what he did would probably cause me to tense up. What I'm doing instead is trying to take inspiration from how he moderated his vocal weight and use this sort of cry sound to explore in this context with my own voice what's possible. If you'd like more help doing this with your own voice, playing with postures and coordinations and really being free and playful with it, click the link below in the pinned comment or video description and join my free course. And I'll help you unlock all sorts of things with your voice you never even thought were possible.
Yeah, you can't look away. Don't you know I'm here to save you? Now we running wild. Yeah, I'm all you need. I'ma be your idol. Reaching out of fame, can't so watch I'm your idol. Thank you for the pain, cause it got me going viral.
I like that heat on his viral.
I'm your idol. Thank you for the pain, cause it got me going viral. Nadia and the fever, making you a believer. Now that we had no choice, had an idol.
That's another thing you can train into your voice. The grit. It doesn't just come with natural voices that are gritty, although there are some of those things. There's certain coordinations that you can learn and practice to do this on command.
Yeah, Nadia and the fever, making you a believer. Now that we had no choice, had an idol. In your mind now, too late, cause you're mine now. I will make you free when you're all a part of me. Preach it to the choir.
That was a beautiful lightning on May. That was awesome. It's not May or May. It's a nice middle of the road.
Right now, too late, cause you're mine now. I will make you free when you're all a part of me. Preach it to the choir.
He also slanted that May instead of me, which works with the overall tone he's going for. But lots of people wouldn't slant that. They would say me.
When you're all a part of me, preach it to the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher? Give me your desire.
Beautiful. There's that cry twang mix thing happening in all its glory.
The mic a little higher. Give me your desire. Watch me set your world on fire. Never go to chair, you can't look away. No.
Yes, you can really hear it there. Hear how much weightier that you was than the one earlier in the head voice?
Can't look away, no one is coming to save.
Coming to save! Right? Come, no. Come, no. Come! There's a weight to it and a freedom to it still.
They're wrong on the chair, you can't look away. No one is coming to save you. Now we run.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. And I love how it brightens up a little bit. It doesn't remain dark. If you listen here.
Watch me set your world on fire. They're wrong on the chair, you can't look away. No one is coming.
Ooh, kind of covered sound.
They're wrong on the chair, you can't look away. No one is coming to save.
La, la. And then he does it even more on you.
They're wrong on the chair, you can't look away. No one is coming to save you. Now we run.
Yo! It opens, it brightens. Now, he's got a naturally higher voice than mine, and I am not making any claims to sound like him or do it as well as him. I'm merely pointing out, in, yes, a bit of crudity and brashness, how anybody can unlock higher notes using these kinds of approaches, regardless of what your voice type is. My voice is lower than his, but I'm still able to hit these notes with relative ease because of the approach, not just because my voice is high or just because his voice is high. There's a technique to it.
Can't look away, no one is coming to save you. Now we running wild, you're down on your knees, I'ma be your idol.
That was fantastic. I loved the arc of the performance. I liked the variety. I like how they strung you along and almost foreshadowed what was going to happen later in the song with the vocals. They were much more head voice dominant in the vocal arranging earlier in the song. And then they went back to some of those lines and some of those phrasings and did them in a more energetic and very appropriate way to create this climactic ending, and all in 2 minutes. Oh, so cool and so inspiring. I hope that you're inspired and not just wowed. Again, if you'd like more help doing this with your own voice, click that link below in the pinned comment or video description and join my free course. And I've done other Kpop Demon Hunter analysis videos as well. If you haven't checked them out, go here. We'll see you for more.